Ray and Lourdes, the foster mother of Dakota Levi Stevens, isn't yet in custody, but she is charged in his death, accused of asphyxiating him while restraining him. Home security videos show Porter County deputies on approach to make an arrest neighbors have been anticipating for nearly 3 months.
It's sad for what she did and how long it's taken.
Deputies had planned to take into custody the foster mother of 10-year-old Dakota Levi Stevens. He died in April under circumstances that weren't clear at the time, but prosecutors now say his foster mother, Jennifer Wilson, killed him when she lay on top of him in their yard for more than 8 minutes, cutting off the oxygen to his brain. Wilson is now charged with reckless homicide, but she's not in custody because she and her husband were out of town when deputies arrived at their home.
You know, my daughter seen it happen. My daughter walked by while that little boy was laying on the ground dying. So we were hoping for some justice today, and it didn't happen.
Court records show Wilson told deputies during an interview that Dakota was acting out. He'd run away to a neighbor's house, accusing his foster parents of hitting him, and he refused to get out of the car when Wilson brought him home. She restrained him on the ground with her body. In those records, a description of what happened over the course of 5 doorbell videos that captured the incident. The first 2, deputies say, show Dakota screaming underneath Wilson's weight, her body positioned near his head and neck. In the next 3 videos, he doesn't move. The documents say Wilson asked Dakota if he was ready to get up and, "Are you faking?" Realizing something was wrong, she asked one of her other children to call 911 and can be heard saying, "I was laying on him and he was acting bad."
Yeah, he had his behaviors, and we did have to put him in some holds, but it wasn't like we weren't sitting on him, we weren't physically like on top of him.
Dakota's former foster father says he was taught how to safely calm the little boy.
And then just hold him like a bear hug. And then literally when we do that, he would be upset for a minute, and then he'd like melt in your arms, and that's what he needed at the time.
Dakota's extended family says they'd almost given up hope they'd see accountability.
I felt grateful that due diligence had been done and that justice will be served, but at the end of the day, it doesn't bring happiness because he's still gone.
He was just a kid given a bad hand, but he made the best of every situation.
Prosecutors tell us Wilson is not considered a flight risk, and they expect her to turn herself in the coming days. In Northwest Indiana, Jenna Barnes, WGN News.